So as busy as this real estate market is, what does it take to be able to buy a house? Hey friends, it's Andy Nazaroff with the Nazaroff team, brokered by eXp Realty. This week in the Real Estate Corner, I wanted to update you on what does it really take with all the competition, with the low inventory. What are some of the things that you have to do as a buyer to be able to compete and get your offer accepted? So right now, we have several transactions that we are negotiating where we're representing the seller and multiple offers have come in from buyers. And hands down, the offers that are going to the top, besides the highest price, because logically that's what everybody is thinking, besides the highest price, what you could do as a buyer is put yourself in a position to net the most to the seller. It's not always the price. So what we looked at on the several transactions that we were negotiating just this week, we looked at appraisal contingency. We looked at the costs that the buyer were taking over instead of the seller. They were paying for escrow fees. They were paying their own home warranty. We also looked at the strength of their earnest money deposit. You know, an average earnest money deposit is about 1% of the purchase price in our market. So on a $300,000 house, it was a $3,000 earnest money deposit. That's the check that you would write that goes directly into escrow. We had an offer that is on a $500,000 home and they're putting $20,000 earnest money down. It's a really strong earnest money. They removed their appraisal contingency. They paid the majority of the costs for the seller. We like to call them junk fees, but they're just the escrow fees, the title fees, the county transfer tax, things like that that just add up to a few $1,000s for the seller. They removed contingencies completely. They said, we've inspected it, we've seen it, we're ready to close, our money is yours if we cancel. Very, very strong positions. That's what buyers are doing to win. The question is, in this market, are you able to get a deal? And my answer is, getting the house is the deal. Getting a lower price is rare. Now, we have a buyer that's going under contract on a property that was on the market for 30 days. After investigating, it was significantly overpriced. That's why they hadn't gotten an offer. And we were able to get an offer less than asking price, but it's a deal for the buyer because they're getting a house. It's a deal because they prevailed and beat out other buyers. What does it take to get a deal for you? I'd be happy to look at like what your strategy has been, what maybe homes you've looked at, why you haven't been able to win, and give you some ideas. Feel free to reach back directly to me. You can email me, andy@nazaroff.com, or just reply as a comment to this video. Thanks for watching. See you next week.